Hi everyone, if you're new to my channel, definitely hit that subscribe button below. Actually, you're going to subscribe twice. You're going to hit subscribe and then you're going to hit bell for those notifications. I have been reading you guys' comments, and also if you leave a comment, I will respond. Anyone who donates through the Cash App to the cause, I will give you a shout out on here. So let me get to some of the some of my thoughts on some of the comments you made. Some of you all says pray, and guys, I have been doing a lot of praying. I have been praying, and then some people say, oh, real estate is hard. Well, people, anything is hard. Doing a YouTube channel, that's not an easy task, but I do that anyway. I put myself out there in front of strangers, and strangers watch my videos every day. So I don't get it when you say it's hard. Sometimes waking up in the morning for me, and I can be in pain, is hard. I mean, dealing with life is hard. And guys, for people who don't know me well, I've been in the real estate field for over 20 years. I started out as a relocation specialist. Actually, we're going to go back even further. I started out as a loan assistant in real estate, working for a loan officer. I went from a loan assistant to a loan officer, and I didn't like that. And so I went to the other side as a rental relocation specialist, and I was on commission. And basically my job was to take people to apartments and lease, and I get half the first month's rent. And that was a commission-based job. And I made a lot of money, and I had a lot of freedom. So, people who know my career track record, I could pretty much achieve anything that I put my mind to. Some people saying, oh, why don't you keep the job and this, that, and the other. Guys, I'm in Orange County, California, and I spend an hour in a car in the morning. I spend an hour in a car in the evening. I'm exhausted. I am drained. I am tired when I come in for work. I am dealing with negative people all day long. I'm dealing with low caliber people. Some of them don't even have a freaking high school diploma, let alone don't speak English. I'm also dealing with a person that's in my office that's negative. So guys, before you totally judge the situation, I've owned businesses before. So I don't have the mind of working for somebody. If I work for somebody, it's not going to be very long. I do the contract jobs because it's just like me being self-employed, because at that very moment when I'm ready to walk off a contract, I can walk off. I have the freedom to say no. If a contract comes my way and I don't like the company, I don't like the property, or I've been there before and I didn't like it, I could say no. So, my why to want to do real estate is because I want freedom. I don't want to be locked down to a damn job. So, I have to make that choice. And, like I said, I don't know what the job pays. I don't know what my options are. The manager's like, oh, this would be the best for you. No, I have to do what's best for me. And this is why I'm going to go into this topic. And this is the topic of the 10 most powerful beliefs of passionate entrepreneurs. And guys, I had a business in Atlanta for 8 years that was really successful. So I know what it means to be on your own and make your own money and run your own business. So, I know what it takes. And, I am a very good manifester. Only time when things slow down is if I'm up under the influence of negative people all the time, because I'm like a sponge. So basically, the most passionate beliefs of an entrepreneur, number one is I make the rules. And I'm like this. I make the fucking rules. I'm the queen bee of this bitch. And I'm going to do what the fuck I want when I want it. And you might not like my language, but that's the way I used to think. And I have to start thinking that again. When you believe you have to follow the rules of others and essentially live your life based on those rules, you're not going to be fucking happy. Okay? You know, point blank, I actually made some notes here. You know, if you're going to be truly successful, you got to create your own game. I got to get back to creating my own game. Because I'm not going to be stuck working for somebody for the rest of my goddamn life. I'm getting too old for this shit. I'm damn near close to fucking 50. And I plan on being fucking retired by fucking 55 or 56. So that's 10 years from now. So, you know, and you know, when you believe you make the rules, that's some balls. And you know what? I've been told that I have balls. Because, I mean, I actually quit a job. Not knowing I was going to get another job or not. I quit it because I couldn't do it anymore. And I survived. I was okay. You know, life is a game to be played. It's not a problem to be solved. And that's a problem with a lot of people. You know, life is a problem to be solved. No, not at all. You know, the number two is I am bigger than my circumstances. You know what? Most people make the mistake of giving their freaking power away to the external. Like life just happens to you, or you're trapped by your job. And you know what? I started to feel like that. I said, I feel trapped. I feel trapped by my job. And I said, you know what? I got to get out of this shit. This shit is fucked up. I said, I got to get out of this way of thinking. But, you know, I was thinking in such a way because I was drained. I was exhausted. I was overworked. I'm freaking burned out. And, you know, I need a change. And when things like that happen, you need a change. When you get uncomfortable, you need a change. And that's the problem with a lot of people. You're afraid to change. Number three is my why drives everything. And my why is I want my freedom. I want my freedom. I want to be able to travel when I want to travel. I want to be able to take vacation when I want to take vacation. If I want to take a vacation just at the spare of a moment, I could jump on a plane and go somewhere. With a job, you can't do that. You know? And so, basically, you know, you have to, you know, get clear on what you want. And I had to take a step back where I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't talk to any friends and coworkers and nothing this weekend. Only person I talked to was my son, and I really barely talked to him. And, you know, you got to figure out what your why is. Now, I know I was talking to my broker, and he was like, what's the worst thing that ever happened to you? I said, being homeless. Sleeping in a car. He said, that's your why. I said, why in the hell is that my why? I'm thinking, you know, he says, because when you think about that, you can do anything. And I'm like, no, that shouldn't be your why. My why is I want freedom. I want to be comfortable. I want to have a nice life. That's what I want. That's my why. Freedom is my why. Being self-employed is my why. Number 4, it's just a matter of time. You know, and I have to work on my patience. You know, I'm like, when is this going to happen? And I'm trying to push it and I'm trying to force it. And believe me, getting adjusted to this company is a lot. It's a lot of stuff that's thrown on me. And, you know, trying to get the equipment I needed. You know, you know, luckily I got blessed with this. I am recording on a Zenfone 3 Deluxe. Very nice phone. I got blessed with that over the weekend. And then I also have a Fire tablet, Amazon Fire Tablet 10 HD with Alexa coming in on tomorrow. So I'll have some tools. So things are gradually coming in. I just can't rush it. You know, people get caught up with when is it going to happen. And you know what? You have to change it to it's just a matter of time. And I had to learn that for myself, because I used to say it's just a matter of time when it's going to happen. But it seems like when I got in this job, I just lost everything that I have been teaching people. You know, so now I'm telling myself it's just a matter of time. I just got to get the things going, get things done, and get it rolling. Because I know I'm going to be successful at this, and I know I'm going to do this, because it's like things are happening full circle for me. I'm going back to that commission type job that I had when I was in my 20s, and I was making 6 figures. And right now, with my real estate career, I can make 7 figures. So, you choose a job that's paying you $18 an hour, or a fucking job that's going to pay you 7 figures. I think that's an easy decision. 7 goddamn figures. If you choose $18 an hour, I'm sorry, you're stupid as fuck. So, while I have this $18 an hour job, I'm working towards the fucking 6 figures. I mean, it makes sense. Okay, number 5. Life is on my side. You know, when you believe life is on your side, you know, it is. When you believe life is not on your side, it's not. And I started to believe that life wasn't on my side. Shit started happening. Like this week, you know, some motherfucker hit my goddamn car while I was parked in the parking lot at work. Some trifling ass motherfucker hit my car. And I'm like, what the fuck is next? And then the security fucking cameras at the office, the fucking camera that was pointed towards my car wasn't even fucking working. So I have to, you know, start saying, you know what, life is on my side. So I have to go back to what I was teaching before I had this job. You know, when you believe it's on your side, things become to look more enjoyable. Things will be more enjoyable. Number 6. All problems are my opportunities. This is an opportunity for me to change my career. And I'm working on it right now. Nobody said it was going to be easy. And one thing, the things that are not easy and scares you to fucking death is worth doing. And that's the problem with people. They're so fucking scared to do something that is going to change your fucking life. They'd rather stay in the same fucking rut. Excuse my French, guys. I'm using this damn language because, I mean, I was looking at some of the comments and I kind of got pissed off. I'm like, really? 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 And, you know, you guys, I know you guys meant well, but you got to see my point of it. And a lot of you guys probably have not saw my video about how I gained it all and lost it all, and you're making an assumption on a couple of videos that you've seen. You know, when there's a problem, you have to ask yourself, where's your gift in this? You know, you got to follow your purpose. And my thing is, you know, I'm not 20 years old anymore. I have to do something that's going to be meaningful for me. Me first. What's the best for me? And so, you know, at least every day I know I help about, you know, I try to help at least one person. But I know I help a lot of people every day. The job I have is very thankless. I listen to people complain all day. And they have it easy. They don't have to work. They can get low rent. And they still don't appreciate that shit. And I have to see that shit every day. Number 8 is I shape my environment. And so I realized I had to take back control of my environment. And my coworker was like, you're just so demanding. You're demanding. I said, no, it's not being demanding. It's being the fact that you don't let anybody take advantage of your kindness. You don't let them treat you like take your kindness for weakness. You don't let nobody run over you. You enforce the rules. You're a fucking assistant manager. You don't jump for them. They jump for you. They the one got this opportunity to stay in this low income housing, not the other fucking way around. It's not being demanding. It's a matter of not being a fucking doormat. And it's so funny. She left on Friday for half a day. That half a day, the people who could usually come in to see her, they didn't want to talk to me. And they was like, oh, they don't want to talk to you. And I see why, because you don't let them do what they want to do. I said, exactly. Exactly. So basically I have to take back control of my environment. I have to figure out what I can do to change it. Number 9, I fill my cup first. That was they say on the plane. If the oxygen masks are deployed, you put your oxygen mask on first before you put somebody else's on. Same thing. The more I fill my cup, the more I have to give, and that's the problem. I had not been filling my cup. And so to this weekend, I slept. I got a lot of sleep. I really didn't do much. My house is a mess, and I'm sure you can see I don't have a pillowcase on my pillow because I'm actually doing some laundry. I had to change my sheets. But I'm not going to beat myself up for not being able to fully clean my house. But I had to I had to focus on me, not talking to anybody this weekend. Taking time for me. Not listening to everybody's opinions on what I should do. That was just very frustrating. Number 10, I focus on the next step. And it's very easy to get overwhelmed these days, and I was very overwhelmed. And this weekend, I said, okay, I have a new phone now. I could put my real estate apps on my phone. So I said, okay, let me do it step by step. And each day, I'm going to take the time to do something towards my business. And once I do that, you never know what's going to happen. But, I have to stay on that path, to build my business. I'm glad you guys, had your opinions on what I should do, and I appreciate them. But some of them, you have to really be more open-minded and not thinking as a small mind. I have friends that's like, oh, I'm having a rough day and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you know what? Everybody has a rough day. I have a rough day. I have a lot on my plate. I've been arguing with attorneys on this fucking bankruptcy bullshit. Yeah, that shit's still going on. I have been arguing with them. I have been, dealing with legal secretaries. I have been arguing with the Department of Rehab. And that's another goddamn story, because they're really trying to get out. They were trying to get out of paying for the agreement that we had. And they came up with some kind of bullshit plan, and I had to become an attorney, and I picked the thing apart and I went off. And they wanted me to have my son to sign the bullshit. And I was like, no, my son is not signing shit until we hash everything out. So, I've had a lot on my plate, and I was doing so much, and I had these attorneys hounding me on my fucking job. And I'm like, do your job. So hopefully Tuesday next week, that shit'll be over with, and I won't have to deal with them anymore. So I've been going through a lot, guys. I've been going through a whole lot. And, you know, I have people that ask me for my help on here. And, you know, and I do my best to help. But you can only help somebody so much. And you only receive help without giving it back. So, again, I'm going to, if you're new to my channel, definitely hit the subscribe button twice. Share, like with your friends. You can leave a comment below. I will respond to the comment. If you donate via Square Cash, if this inspires you, definitely you can send me a donation via Square Cash link. I have all my social media links on here. I also have an email as well. And I will see you soon. Bye.